the Earth's moon is currently being eclipsed, the Winwood Warriors come out of the shadow of a tough loss to the Loveland Tigers. The Elder Panthers also look to get a win after a 35-14 loss to the Crusaders of Moeller. It is Friday night football here on the campus of Winton Woods High School, Charlie Frederick Stadium. John Palmer and Jacob Williams with you. The 5-2 Elder Panthers come in to Charlie Frederick Stadium to take on the 6-1 Winton Woods Warriors. And Jacob, we have a beautiful night for football.
This time of year when you get this kind of weather, it just makes it that much more exceptional. Elder Panthers coming in here, much worthy opponent for the Warriors to host here at Frederick Field. You know, JP, in talking to Coach Ramsey before the game, he has respect for the Warriors secondary and wonders out loud how we can get somebody open. Also, he acknowledges that the Warriors look to be the second best D we faced, next to that of Cleveland St. Ed's.
So, Winton Woods, some big news out of there. Shamar Hooks out this week. Broken left hand, had surgery last week. He broke it in practice before the Loveland game. He played the Loveland game, but now he's sitting out this week, so we'll see Christian Lumpkin, the backup quarterback, in the spotlight all night tonight.
Well, certainly we would like to see Shamar Hooks in there, senior leadership, but Shamar has done a good job leading his team to this point of their journey. And so if Mr. Lumpkin has to come in and put his 24-karat efforts into the situation, the Warriors, so be it. As long as we come out of here with a win tonight, JP, over these Elder Panthers.
Yes, sir. Number 16, Matt Murray, will deliver the kickoff to Winton Woods. Cameron Barnes and Lionel McConnell back to receive. Elder won the opening toss and deferred. Kick up. Caught by number 9 for Winton Woods. Cuts to the left side and is tackled at about the 12-yard line.
It's number 9, Jarrell Foster, 6 foot, 184-pound senior on the return.
So we'll see how Christian Lumpkin can handle this pressure. GCL school here for Winton Woods, GCL South. Winton Woods has never beaten Elder, but they've kept close. They've played them several times in the Crosstown Showdown, week 1. The only GCL South school that Winton Woods has beaten in their career, to my recollection, is LaSalle.
Well, we got Lumpkin under center to open up the game for the Warriors here, JP.
Lumpkin give to Davis. Davis forward, picks up about a yard. Marcus Davis comes into this game with 123 carries for 940 yards. Averages 7.6 a carry.
And that 7.6 yard a carry average, JP, that's dynamite type of figures when you consider what he's going up against from week to week.
2nd and 9 for Winton Woods. Keeps. Lumpkin keeps, rolls forward, pick up about a yard before being stopped by the Elder defensive line. Is this going to be a game of they're just going to have to punch the middle? Is this going to be a defensive struggle like we saw last week in the Loveland game?
Well, I wasn't at that Loveland game last week, but naturally it was a defensive struggle. I see a possible goal line stand in this game. I mean, a serious goal line stand. That's what I'm seeing.
3rd and about 7 with 10:49 left in the first quarter.
It's like the Warriors' offensive line is going to be intact. Been playing a good unit week to week.
Lumpkin drops, rolls right, pass through the hands of number 1, Javante Wright.
Javante Wright, if he could have laid out a little bit, he may have corralled that pass. And looks like the Warriors are going to have to punt here.
Hands team coming on. And Jalen Lumpkin back deep to punt.
So who we got back there to receive this punt for number 10?
Taylor Lee.
There's the snap. Kick is off. Low kick. angling toward the far sideline there.
Takes an Elder bouncing and roll out at the Winton Woods 35-yard line. So Elder will hold Winton Woods to a 3-and-out to start, and they will have a very short field to work with their first possession, starting with 10:24 left.
Okay, so the Elder comes in here, short field to work with. Their quarterback leading their team is going to be the coach's son here, Peyton Ramsey. You know, before the game, Coach Ramsey told me that Peyton, he assures me that the kid has matured in a hurry and has the talent to also make plays with his feet.
So only 1:36 off the clock for the first Winton Woods drive.
Give inside and straight ahead. Looks like about a good 4-yard gain on that one, JP.
See who comes up off the pile. Give to number 21, Chris Schroer.
Big number 75 for the Panthers, Tommy Kramer, 6'5", 280. Sophomore, 6'5", and 280.
Ramsey. Gives to Schroer again. Schroer stops at the backfield, loss of about 3.
It looks like number 8 on that stop, David Long.
So a loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 8.
Of course, now talking to Coach Ramsey, the first name that he mentioned concerning the Warrior defense was a name by the name of Cage. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to try to use this man to cage these Panthers in tonight.
Ramsey drops back, pass. Flag in there, could be pass interference.
So there's the, of course, you didn't mention the officials, did you, JP, to start the game?
We got shorted on time because of the ban. We had more important things to talk about. Holding on Winton Woods.
Of course, these officials come in here. They probably figure it'd be like the chain gang, busier than a one-arm tie-dye T-shirt salesman at Woodstock around here tonight.
Referee is Mark Kling, umpire Mike Lind, linesman Greg Kling, line judge Ed Williams, and back judge Ed Krufeld, or Doug Krufeld, excuse me.
All right, so these guys hopefully.
9 minutes left. First down for Elder, ball spotted on their 23-yard line. Give up to number 21, Chris Schroer. He'll pick up about 3 yards.
Of course, Chris Schroer, captain. Naturally, he'll see a lot of carries. 6 foot, 215-pound senior.
Winton Woods a total of 85 penalties for 861 yards coming into this game. There you see Coach Andre Parker for the Warriors.
Well, like I told you before about these penalties, they can sustain those. They just can't sustain fumbles. So those laying the ball on the carpet.
Ramsey keeps, or no, yes, he keeps. He'll pick up a couple yards, marking down at about the 17-yard line.
The Elder, here we go on his replay, and Ramsey just keeps himself, runs in there straight north and south until he gets caught up in the grasp of number 8, David Long there on the stop.
Clock ticks to under 8 minutes left in the first period. Elder sustaining a long drive there, spotted on their on the Winton Woods 17-yard line. 3rd and about 4.
Man shifting, number 1 lined up as a tight end over there.
Ramsey back to pass. Pass will be caught by number 20, that looks like.
Number 3, Cameron Barnes on the stop for the Warriors right there, making that play.
Tanner Ramsey, I believe that was on the catch, number 30 for the Panthers. That will be 4th and about 3. And it looks like we'll try for a field goal. As we'll see Matt Murray. See if he can put up this field goal. Kicks down, up. And it's good. So with 6:54 left in the first. Elder takes a 3-0 lead.
3-0 lead for Elder. They get the ball and short field and able, along with the aid of a penalty, get it down here in position to score 3 points. You see the flag in the south end zone, not much making a move, so that shouldn't much be a factor in today's game.
They're anticipating a fairly big crowd, but these stands are nowhere near as packed as they were last week for the Loveland game.
Well, you know, last week was the homecoming, although they allowed Loveland, to turn it into a home invasion, although it was only by, you know, one eye of the Tiger that they lost by. So they can put that in the rearview mirror and come here tonight and handle business against the Panthers.
So Mr. Matt Murray again kickoff. With number 6 back to receive. And a flag in as the ball would sail out of bounds.
Yeah, so, you know, like I said, I got over practice Wednesday, and by Wednesday, whatever ill effects they were carrying from the loss didn't seem to be in the air. I'm sure by then all the guys had the Yo Adrian walk on the beach with their mom, in this case, to get them back right, feel like they can move on from that loss, which they can and will.
Panther Nation brought their band with them this week. I tell you, I was here last week with the band, part of homecoming. That was an incredible playoff-like atmosphere last week. I guarantee there's going to be a rematch of those two teams week 13 if nothing changes.
You're probably right.
Give to Davis up the middle. He'll pick up about a yard and a half.
And what's this with number 3 on Elder in the backfield trying to have extracurriculars with our buddy, Mr. number 32, David Keeling, and then whoever this number 3 is, Thomas Ottentried.
Ball spotted on the 37-yard line. 2nd and 8, 6:20 left in the first. Winton Woods with Christian Lumpkin under center. Pitch.
Mike Edwards with the
Edwards
ball.
has room left side. First down and more, down into Elder territory to the 49-yard line.
The pickup we see again, Winton Woods, knowing that they have usually good perimeter blocking, and he gets nice perimeter blocking here. We see Stephon Briggs, number 71, moving out some tail, and then we got number 20 helping him out there, Lionel McConnell.
Okay, so he'll be down at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors, right at midfield, 5:52 and counting left.
Here's Edwards right now.
Edwards rolls right.
He's going to get
turns
around the block
corner,
here.
Picks up about 8 yards. He'll be taken down. Looks like he'll be just at the first down marker.
Nice block thrown for him on the edge by Jalen Lumpkin there, number 24. 24 carried back for the Warriors. Edwards, no hesitations, runs straight north and south. Number 3 for the Panthers, able to hang on for the tackle. That's Thomas Ottentried, 6 foot, 180-pound senior.
Pickup of 11, 5:28. Winton Woods working the drive with the pitch. Up the middle, picks up about a yard. Give was to Marcus Davis. A little bit of variety here on this next drive from Winton Woods. Gain of a yard, ball spotted on the 38-yard line. 2nd and 9, 5 minutes remaining in the first, excuse me.
Offense.
Pitch to Edwards. Picks up about 3 yards. Will put him just shy of the 35-yard line.
Oh, well.
So with 4:20 left. That was a 2-yard pickup. Ball spotted on the 36-yard line, 3rd and 7.
Winwood's offensive line looks like they're eager to get this play jumped off.
Yep.
Mix up
Tie
in the
up
backfield.
on the handoff. Lumpkin turns,
Davis
cuts to the right side. Lumpkin still with it.
Lumpkin, just throw the ball away. Just throw it away, Lumpkin. What is this about?
He is trying to get the blocks he needs.
McConnell, number 20, is giving him a block out there.
Elder has taken him down for a huge sack. Is that just the youth and inexperience, not thinking to throw it away?
Well, whatever it is, that's going to be our man for this game. So we'll have to go along with him and help him get the confidence he needs so that next time he sees this situation, he makes a more decisive approach to it.
Winton Woods coming on to punt. Christian Lumpkin to deliver the boot.
You know, he did a nice job of faking number 99, Dustin Applegate, out of his feet, but
Taylor Lee deep to receive for Elder. High snap. Kick is off.
Nice kick. Elder called fair
picked
catch.
up at the 23-yard line.
Nice kick by number 24, Jalen Lumpkin. Hopefully that kick will bail the offense out of that squirrel couldn't make up his mind type of play in the backfield.
So 3:11 left in the first. And Winton Woods, after getting a good drive going, mistake.
Yes. And again, those mistakes, yeah, but the mistakes with the penalties, I'm not going to hold that against him as much as you are.
I haven't held anything against anyone yet.
But
I mentioned facts, Jacob. Ramsey taken down at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of a half.
Trying to pick his way through a hole that never appeared, but give the man credit. He at least kept it moving forward. Tackle made by Winton Woods defenders. This is a place with this 2nd and 10 where the defense of Winton Woods could be just what Coach Ramsey had some skepticism that his guys could get open possibly on these Warriors, and we're going to find out on this play.
Schroeder in motion. Ramsey in the pistol. Drops back. Short pass. Picks up about 3 yards. That short pass caught by number 11, Nick Peters.
Looks like Daniel Cage, big number 75, D lineman, able to make the initial stop on that play for him.
Ball spotted at the 27-yard line, 3rd and 6. With 2 minutes left in the first. Both defenses holding fairly well so far in the trenches.
Well, they haven't had
how your field goal kicker is.
Well, we see Elder's field goal kicker knows what to do with his toe, but we don't want Winton Woods to need a field goal in this situation.
Ramsey, back to pass. Fakes,
They're
under pressure, throws it away. Throws it up, almost picked off by number 9 for Winton Woods, Jarrell Foster.
Cameron Barnes in the neighborhood assist on that, and looks like they're going to have to force Elder Panthers into a punt, JP, and just like Coach Ramsey said, he didn't think his guys was going to just be able to get open against his Warriors secondary.
Looks like some Pee Wee football going on across the street at Central Park. Kick is up. Cameron Barnes picks it up at the 33-yard line.
Come on, man, let's run.
Looks to run north-south, turns, picks up about 10 yards. And we brought down about the 43-yard line. Winton Woods takes over, 1st and 10.
Oh, this guy, he's looking like he wants to return that punt to the house instead of just taking what's right there. You know, he could have ran up through that hole and probably would have ended up with about 10 more yards than he had.
First and 10 on the 43-yard line for Winton Woods with 1:26 left in the first. Early on in this D1, D2 contest, Lumpkin under center, give to Davis. Davis up the middle, picks up about 2 yards to the 45-yard line.
You know, this is getting to the point in the game where I don't know if Winton Woods uses scripted plays or not, where they stripped out 15, but somewhere they need to throw the ball. I know they threw once to Javante Wright, but they need to throw a ball and mean it as far as getting it completed.
2nd and 8 for the Warriors. Warriors clinched the playoff berth. They controlled their destiny for a home game in the first round. Lumpkin, back to pass, deep, caught by number 20, Lionel McConnell, and McConnell takes it to the house. 55-yard touchdown.
Lionel McConnell, 5'10", 165-pound sophomore, hauling that in for the touchdown for the Warriors. Good protection. Lumpkin rolls and looks all the way. He knew it was there, and that's what I mean. Complete a pass that you really mean business with. So the extra point is up.
And it's good.
All
the Winton
right.
Woods with the lead over the Elder Panthers, 7-3, 34.6 left. And this makes it interesting.
Okay, we see Lumpkin rolling to his left, and he's looking on that play all the way. Nice pass, drops it right in his hand. All McConnell had to do was make sure he knew the rest of the way to 145th Street and 7th Avenue.
Yeah, Jacob, we get these nice programs at the Crosstown Showdown each year.
Yes.
I'm glad I keep it.
I keep mine too, but I'm figuring today I bring my Winton Woods yearbook with me.
The halftime, remind me of Elder Winton Woods record in the showdown. So Winton Woods will kick off to the Panthers, and the Panthers will try.
Got to make sure they execute good special teams coverage because they've got bitten.
Yard line, and he falls. He is not happy with that. That looks like number 20.
Number 23, that was Johnny Lammers, 6 foot, 175-pound senior.
Would you kind of rather, if you were that receiver, would you have seen it bouncing that much? Would you rather let it go for a touchback? I think I would have gone for a touchback if he didn't go for it.
Well, I don't know. I just think these guys on Elder want to get whatever yards they could get, and they don't want to depend on just getting it at the 20-yard line. They want to expand.
Ramsey in the pistol.
Schroyer.
To Schroyer.
Daniel Cage.
Taken down for a loss by Mr. Cage. Back. Looks like they'll give him a loss of about 2. Spot that about the 8-yard line.
Cage right in the backfield on that from the giddy-up.
So 10 seconds left in the first, and it looks like we will just go to the end of the first. The time does expire in 2, 1. After 1, Winton Woods Warriors up 7-3 over the GCL South Elder Panthers.
Of course, the Winton Woods Warriors playing the GCL team. We know that's kind of like cream of the crop in this area. Power, defending state champ, Moeller Crusaders come from the GCLs. But really, the Winton Woods Warriors, they're going to start their own league called the GED League. Go Get 'em Dudes League. That's right.
Get her done?
Get her done. But either way, they're going to start this new league, bringing in people that want to play them, challenge them. If they have to go to the Keystone State to get good competition, they'll go to the Keystone State. They know that as long as they handle business, there's a playoff waiting. But you still don't want to back into the playoffs like the Reds did. Of course, I don't want to swear at these guys mentioning them at this point. But you want to have momentum going into the playoffs.
Beautiful full moon rising to our east. Nothing like a little Friday night football, beautiful clear night. A little full moon maybe make things interesting here.
Yep, full moon, and got this thing on full throttle when the Warriors offense.
So Elder 2nd and 12 from their own 8-yard line. Will it throw Peyton Ramsey into a pass situation? We know he can.
Ramsey in the shotgun, pistol. Warriors jump, but no one gets.
Ramsey gives to Schroyer. Schroyer to the middle, stopped at the line of scrimmage. Picks up about 2 yards, though, on forward progress.
It's going to be good if the Warriors can keep the pedal to the metal, holding this guy Schroyer down, because Schroyer has been known to get good yards for the Elder offense this season.
Coming in this game, Schroyer had 174 carries for 688 yards. Picks up an average of 4 per carry. That will add up.
Yeah, that's respectable. That's clock-eating yards right there.
Ramsey, all alone in the pistol. Looking for a pass here. Drops back. Away! Caught. Looks like that was caught.
The ball's caught. It was taken away by the receiver from Elder. To his credit, he looked like he was able to manage that ball away from the Warrior defender.
And we may have a player down. Nope, everyone's up. It was a tied reception, so that always goes to the receiver. Here's Alex Hoppel's beautiful shot.
Yeah, that's simultaneous possession on that one, going to the Panthers.
Correct call, so it's a first down. And that's one thing that this has kind of struggled with a bit, we can say, their pass defense.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's something you'll finally agree with me.
No, because it's the facts, like you say. I mean, I'm here to conduct a home version of the facts for the Warriors, but I can't disagree when they're real.
Direct snap intended for Schroyer, falls on it, and a loss back to the 10-yard line. So that pass, nothing.
You know, this way, unforced error on the Elder Panthers, and gives the Warriors a chance to survive that good pass completion the Panthers had on the previous play.
So a loss of 13, 2nd and 23 on their own 10-yard line. 10 minutes remaining in the second. And if Winwoods can keep their defense pedal metal and the offense can do their job, we could be seeing, I still think that even if Elder's on a down year, anytime anyone other than a GCL school can beat a GCL school, Schroyer up the middle, picks up a few yards, still shy of the original line of scrimmage. Anytime anyone other than, let's say, Coleraine beats a GCL school, I think we have to classify that as an upset.
Well, at this point in the season, see, and this is the month of October, identity and so forth, a lot of these teams understand the Winton Woods identity. I mean, the Warriors know their identity. The trouble is some of their opponents lately have known it too. So you got to start putting in some wrinkles to change your identity around some.
Yes. So Ramsey back in the pistol. Schroyer lined up alongside Ramsey.
He's looking to heave it deep.
Deep pass. That is
caught again.
Picked off and caught by number 13, Andrew Sportsman. Same exact play.
Yeah, I mean, you get this guy on a 2nd and 23 and you're able to convert. Cameron Barnes
gets his hands on it but can't keep onto it.
If he just made the slap away with what he had, he could have just knocked it away, but he was trying to go for the pick.
Going for the ball.
Okay, so here's the Panthers moving the chains.
Yep.
Ramsey.
Pass. Incomplete. Intended for number 1, Devin Pike.
Devin Pike, 6'5", 230-pound tight end, senior for the Panthers. This guy's coming along that tight end route of Kyle Rudolph for the Vikings. It looks like they're stepping right into the reload on that.
2nd and 10 for the Panthers, 8:41 left. Ball on the Winton Woods 43. Elder looking for a chance to respond to the Winton Woods touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Ramsey was concerned about his guys getting open, but they are, and his son's throwing this ball right through the needle.
Screen pass complete to number 10, Taylor Lee.
Panthers near first down yardage, almost.
7-yard pickup on that.
Mike Edwards on that stop for the Warrior defense.
8:09 left, 3rd and 3 for the Panthers. Give
There's
to
Schroyer.
Schroyer up the middle. He'll get the first down and more. Taken down by, everyone down by contact at the 29-yard line. First down, Elder.
Good way to get that thing mixed up. Nice pass completions. Now this guy Schroyer can bust through the middle, pick up his 5-6 yards. Somebody on the Warrior defense is going to have to step up.
And we have an official's timeout.
Comes Therese Curtis out on the field for the Warriors. Once he come back from that meniscus surgery, and from what I understand last week, he had 3 sacks in that game.
Give to Schroyer up the middle. Picks up about 3 yards. Bottom of about the 26.
7:34 left to go in the half. David Long a little slow to get up for the Warriors
I think they're
defense.
tangled up in the referee. Referee's trying to stop the ball.
Referee couldn't get out the way, huh?
2nd and 8. Now actually on the 27-yard line. Ramsey in the pistol. Back, pass, rolls right. Pass, out. Incomplete. Intended for number 13, Andrew Sportsman.
And this guy number 13 had a little bit of a distance, a little separation on Cameron Barnes on that play. 3rd and 8.
As the high school marching band strikes up a tune.
This has been the down that's been killing the Warriors today. It's 3rd down. We'll see what the Panthers come up with.
Ramsey catch by number 10, Taylor Lee. So Peyton Ramsey's pass is complete. Picks up only a few yards. Brings up 4th and about 4.
They may go for it on this 4th down.
4th and 3 with 6:40
Looks like
left.
Peyton Ramsey staying in the game, looking over there on the sideline for the instructions of this play. Warrior defense is going to have to put the kibosh to this 4th down play. 4th and 3, fork in the road, and stick a fork in a moment early in this game, JP.
Ramsey going to throw it up and hope someone in the end zone catches it? Or is he going to try the short distance for the 4th down? It's 4th and 3.
He may try to run
Ramsey
for it.
drops back. Caught.
Tight end.
First down. Another set of downs. Caught by number 1, Devin Pike. Those little screen passes are going to kill Winton Woods.
Well, yeah, and you got that short distance, 3-yard distance, and this guy's tall. So here the Panthers break the huddle. 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line of the Warriors. Here's the hand to Schroyer.
Schroyer up the middle, stopped just about 3 yards north of the line of scrimmage. Actually pick up about 2. Got him at the 13-yard line. 2-yard pickup is fair.
Now that contraption you have down there, JP, will that be able to inform us of any other scores around the area tonight?
I haven't gotten there yet.
Of course, you know, I know you're always worried about how the Coleraine Cardinals is doing, JP, so Of course, they're playing LaSalle tonight, aren't they? No, Lakota West, I believe.
Yes. Ramsey on the bomb. Flag on the play. Possible pass interference.
Yeah, number 7, Chaz Lumpkin. If he'd just turned toward the ball, that would have been okay, but
Will be half the distance to the goal.
you know, this is something Warrior defense is frankly going to have to clean up. You know, this secondary is letting a lot of completions and near completions. You know, this is basically letting mayhem into the situation, man.
So it is half the distance. Ball spotted on the 6. 2nd and 2 for Elder.
Okay, so here's the Panthers. Man in motion. Hard snap, but he gets it down and gives it to Schroyer. No gain on the play.
3rd and about 2. Or excuse me, 3rd and 3. If you're Elder, if you don't get a score on this time, you still try for the score or you go for the field goal?
You might as well kick the field goal if you don't get it this time. I mean, I don't know how short it's going to be, 3rd and 2, but.
Ramsey keeps it up the middle. Nothing. Picks up about 2 yards down to the 5-yard line.
He's going to be so close to it, they may go.
4th and 1.
They may go for it, JP, this little bit of distance. And it looks like Peyton Ramsey stayed on the field.
One of the passes they've been doing earlier. If it's worked, why not? So we'll see what Elder Coach Doug Ramsey comes up with.
Well, they'll need to make sure they convert because it'd be a shame to come away empty on this.
Absolutely. Ramsey in the pistol. Ramsey. Long count.
Trying to make him jump offside.
Give to Schroyer. Schroyer up the middle. In. Schroyer, 5-yard touchdown. Elder in front, 9-7.
Elder making sure to get that touchdown, handing to Schroyer. North and south, no hesitation. Lowers that shoulder in there. Warrior hats are there, but they can't hold them back out.
16, Matt Curry to.
So that leaves the score at Elder Panthers 9. Pending the outcome of this point after attempt.
Matt Murray pick is up, blocked.
That's blocked.
And that will end it. Good block for the Warriors. It's a 2-point game now.
All
so
right.
9-7.
Well, at least Warriors was able to block that extra point attempt. But with 3:43 left to go in the half, it looks like the Elder Panthers are controlling this time of possession more than I would like to see.
That Loveland game last week, just over 2 hours, an amazingly quick game. Hey, wouldn't take a nice quick game.
A quick game as long as the outcome is what we're hoping for. We don't want to see a quick game on the wrong end of the script and Starkey's tuna commercial, but if you got plans tonight, JP, I understand.
I got work at 4:30 tomorrow.
Work at 4:30.
If Winton Woods wins, they would pick up 31 L2 points from Elder's level 1 points.
You know, Winton Woods needs to win this game tonight.
If they win this game tonight, I'm pretty sure that would lock them up a home field advantage for the regional quarterfinals.
They need to let it happen tonight.
Kick is up. Squibber up the middle. Picked up at the 10-yard line. Run. Has room. Taken down with a big hit at the 27-yard line. So Winton Woods with 3:36 left to try and put another score on the board. And since Elder gets the ball to start the second half, if you're Winton Woods, don't you want the score right now?
Yeah, they need to score now. They need to run use the rest of this clock.
So 1st and 10, Winton Woods on their own 27-yard line. Correction, 28-yard line.
So Lumpkin under center, Marcus Davis behind them. Keeling
Give
in
to
motion.
Davis. Davis stopped at the line of scrimmage, stonewalled by the line. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Now the defense, Hats was waiting for him. Davis looks a little bit perplexed in there, but I'm sure that he'll be able to bust it loose eventually.
Elder's got enough backup on their line. I don't know if that their Warriors' usual strategy is grounding and pounding it through will not work. You never know, though.
Uh-oh.
And inadvertent whistle from the field commanders.
No, that's not inadvertent whistle. The Warriors
Oh, it's actually a false start.
Yeah.
But there was a whistle from the band, so that could have also tripped up our play. False start. I heard the whistle. I didn't see the false start. So 2nd and 15 from the 23-yard line for Winton Woods, 2:55 and counting in this first half of this contest. Christian Lumpkin under center. Lumpkin drops back, looks, pass, incomplete. Intended receiver number 20, Lionel McConnell, who is responsible for the 55-yard catch earlier in the game.
Lumpkin takes a shot after he releases that ball. Elder defenders close enough to let him know they're around on that one.
Do you think that throwing in those little passes every once in a while will help keep the Elder defense honest and keep enough variety in that they may be able to sneak one around?
Yeah, I mean, especially if they can complete some of those passes, but they got to have something to think about. You can tell when they have nothing to think about when they're just all in there stuffed in them gaps and Marcus Davis can't even get through the first line.
Lumpkin fakes to give. Lumpkin pass is picked off by Elder. Picked off by number 6 for Elder. That is Michael Bailey. Turnover on the pick.
You see Lumpkin rolling to his left and heaves that ball up in the middle of double coverage, and you know, number 20 Lionel McConnell wasn't even in position where he could make a good defensive play for the Warriors on that.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers on their own 40-yard line. They will look to score to try and increase this gap. Wintwood's defense will need to respond. Peyton Ramsey back in the pistol, drops back.
Good protection.
Has the time. Nearly picked off. Falls incomplete. Intended receiver number 10, Taylor Lee.
Demetrius Sewsbury playing defense for the Warriors well on that play. You know, on this Warrior defense, somebody's going to have to step up and give this Ramsey more to think about. He's getting a little bit too much protection back there, standing tall like that.
Wintwood's 14 turnovers coming into this game. Add another one. Ramsey keeps, rolls up forward, picks up about a yard. Actually, give him about 2, and they'll spot him at the 38-yard line. They'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Okay, so this is the critical down. This 3rd down situation for the Warriors has got to improve tonight.
2 minutes left in the first half. Elder 3rd and 8. We'll see how Elder's 2-minute drill is here. 9-7, Elder Panthers in front of the Winton Woods Warriors here.
See number 75, Daniel Cage, standing on the sidelines on a critical 3rd down play here. We'll see what the Warrior defense can come up with.
Ramsey back to pass. Under pressure, pass out is complete. It'll be a yard short of the first down. Picked up by number 1, Devin Pike. And we have a Warrior down. He'll be just sluggish to get up.
Looks like they're going to probably end up having to go for this on 4th down.
That's number 15.
Adrian Rankin. Number 92 going in the game for the Warriors.
Mr. Cage back into the game.
Rodney Kroom along with Daniel Cage.
It's 4th and 1.
JP, you're getting in trouble with the truck now.
Yeah, they're giving me disinformation, and I don't like that. I'm the only one allowed to give me disinformation. Troyer up the middle. He'll get the first down, and he's on his feet. Shoestring tackle by number 8, David Long, to save the almost certain score.
David Long don't make that tackle.
51.8 seconds left. 1st and 10 for Elder. Ball on their own 16-yard line. Timeout taken by Elder, and their first timeout. So this Mr. Peyton Ramsey, no Peyton Manning yet, but he's really impressive for a sophomore QB.
Yeah, he's the coach's son, coach a former quarterback when he was in school. So this guy's been schooled. You got to give him extra bonus points for being ahead of where he should be, even though he's just a sophomore. And I think the way this Warriors secondary is playing this evening, JP, they're going to have to get in here, somebody give them a snatched up by the collar accountability, because it just looks like if they're going for the picks, looks like we had a bank of lights go out over there.
Yep, Central Park lights have gone out. There you see Myra, one of our volunteer camera operators. Don't forget, if you'd like to get involved, give us a call, 513-825-2429. We got some hope for tournament football. All of our volleyball and soccer teams, girls and boys, done for. But of course, not too soon. Hoop it up. We love basketball season around here at the Woods.
Here comes Ramsey with shotgun. Trips right. Looking to bust him deep on this one.
And he'll be sacked. Big sack by Mr. Cage. Strong-armed him.
That's what I'm talking about. Daniel Cage put the forearm shiver in his gut on that one.
And Elder takes another timeout. Their second, 42.4 left.
Yes, indeed. Second and 15, still plenty of time. 42.4 seconds left to go. But that play served to get his Peyton Ramsey something more to think about.
Gets his attention. It'll be 2nd and 15. Ball spotted on the 22-yard line. Fairly good student section right here on the lower section of the stand, just in front of the south 40-yard line.
Of course, we got a lot of pink being worn by the Warrior faithful. We know the Warriors have a powder puff football, female powder puff football this year.
And perhaps some pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which we'll hopefully talk about later on.
Ramsey, back to pass, has time to think about it. Thrown short, intended receiver, number 10, Taylor Lee.
Bring up a 3rd and 15.
So 3rd and 15. Field goal if they would go for it and put them up by 5. Which makes it a 2-possession game.
I don't know about a field goal, even though the flag isn't moving. Very little time left, and they're going to get the ball again. They might as well make this 4-down territory.
Ramsey. Back. Takes the snap. There's it
Sewsbury,
out.
turn around.
And that will be broken up.
Okay, so Dimitri Sewsbury, Sunday afternoon caliber play on that one for the Warrior defense. Bring it to 4th and 15.
Sewsbury on the clean break at that time. Intended receiver number 36, Ryan Furness. Fourth and 15 on the 21-yard line. Elder considering what to do. Clock stopped with 31.6 seconds left.
Well, again, this is like
going for it here.
Critical down here. The Warriors have to put the stops to whatever they're trying to come up with on this play.
Mr. Ramsey, back to pass. Deep. Caught! Touchdown, Elder! Caught by number 1, Devin Pike. 22-yard catch. Elder up 15-7.
Again, they're giving this guy good protection, nice pocket, throws it up there. And you have to give, looks like that was just good execution by the Panthers on that offensive play. Well, here they're looking to put on this extra point. The hole is down and the kick is up. Kick's good.
Good. So Elder now up 16-7.
Well, it looks like to me, JP, the concern that Coach Doug Ramsey had in our conversation about who was going to get open, that question's been answered for him. Fortunately for him, but unfortunately for the Warriors, they're going to have to find a way to do something about that in the second half.
So, Elder will kick off to Winton Woods. 25.4 seconds left. We have seen some explosive kickoff returns this season from the Warriors. But against Elder, you may not get that.
I don't think Elder's going to let it even be a kickoff. I mean, it's going to be some kind of squib thing going on where middle linebackers will end up handling this punt.
Picked up by
kickoff.
Mike Edwards.
Mike Edwards.
Edwards has some room. Cuts back to the left side. He's going south. That's not the way you want to go.
See, when you see plays like that, that's someone trying to be
a hero.
A hero. Instead of just letting it be a team game, let the game come to them, as they say.
Yes.
You know, get tackled, let your offense come out on the field. And if they want to run.
Spot him at the 20-yard line. So they'll give him the forward progress to the 20.
You know,
First and 10.
They let the Elders run the clock. I know they're only time possession. We don't have the figures, but I know they're only time possession. And now they're turning their goal line into malfunction junction. I know the Warriors are a good third quarter team.
So Elder will have the ball to start the second half. After one half of play, 2 periods, 16-7 in favor of the Elder Panthers. What's going to go on at halftime, Jacob, in that Winton Woods locker room?
Well, I'm looking at the body language of some of the coaches, and the way it looks is that something going on at halftime in that locker room is going to be something about, like, I don't care if we have 99 problems on special teams, as long as these guys doing the malfunction junction on our end zone isn't one.
So, 16-7 in favor of the Elder Panthers. Stay with us. Halftime next.
The Waycross Community Media Archive has community events, sports, civic and school concerts spanning over 3 decades. To order any production from Waycross, visit www.waycross.tv or call 513-825-2429.
Moonrise over at Charlie Frederick Stadium here on the campus of Winton Woods High School. Elder Panthers lead the Winton Woods Warriors 16-7. John Palmer and Jacob Williams with you in Week 8 OHSAA football. And, Jacob, it was a pretty good start to the first half, but Winton has plenty of corrections they can make.
Well, JP, as we see this shot of the moon that we have, it's up to the Warriors as a team to make sure this moon isn't a bad moon rising for the second half of this game. Now, first half stats we have, and we see where Elder Panthers dominated time of possession, like 749, 16-11 against 749, and that's just, you can't have that with a team that's scoring points. Winwood's on offense. It's going to have to be up to the offensive line to collectively tell themselves that we're going to get this done. We had a good practice this week on offensive line. The guys, Coach Metz running them through their paces. Had these guys doing a lot of extra work this week when I was here. But somehow this evening, they're going to have to figure out a way to blow some holes open so Winton Woods could maintain possession of this ball and keep it out of Peyton Ramsey's hand.
Winton Woods, as you saw on the screen earlier, 0 for 3 for third down. Elder, 3 of 9. And as you mentioned in that second quarter, it's been third down that's been killing them.
Yeah, third down, this guy has enough confidence in his throwing ability, and the guy's catching his ball, and he'll go back to with the kind of protection that's being afforded by the other Panther line that, they're lighting the scoreboard up on the Warriors. And, I don't want to call these guys out on offensive line per se, but, it's up to these guys, Artez Phoenix, Darius Thomas, George Brown, Stephon Briggins, Oliver Contreras, Big Noah Balboa Listerman. These guys are going to have to play a second half that's totally different than the first half of what they played.
So a beautiful fall evening here, Forest Park, Ohio. Winton Woods won the game opening coin toss. They elected to defer, and they will receive the ball to start the second half. As we know, Winton Woods has come from behind before, but they've never had to do it against a team as strong as Elder this season.
Well, they're going to find out. And like I said, this game, they should have been looking at this game like it was a playoff game, basically, from the very beginning. Losing that game last week left them little or no margin of error to lose this one this week.
Now, there is an outside possibility that they could still get a home game if they beat Anderson and Glen Estee and they get help from other teams. Elder is part of the new D1 that's got 16 teams to the division, or to the region, excuse me. So that was, they just combined the 4 regions with the higher populated schools. We will see.
The Warriors about to kick it off, and he steps off into it, and here we go.
Squibber on the ground, rolls
Through
from
the
the hands,
5
picked
hole.
up at the 17-yard line. Pickup of about 6 on that return. They'll spot him at about the 26-yard line.
Another one of those scrum-type tackles. We'll see any of these other stats that look worth mentioning.
11:49 left in the third. Again, Elder with the ball, leading 16-7. First and 10 on their own 26-yard line. Peyton Ramsey gives to Schroyer up the middle, stopped at the line, but he'll still get about 4 yards on that, up to the 30-yard line.
David Sparks, and they're on a stop for Winton Woods, number 11. Stood Schroyer right up, although Schroyer was able to spin off and get another yard or 2.
So 11:26 and counting. Awfully quiet right now as the Ben's on the third quarter break.
Yeah, it's going to have to be up to the Warriors to see to it that some noise gets put back into these stands. Big Daniel Cage over the nose tackle.
Ramsey gives to Schroyer up the middle, picks up a couple more yards. They'll spot him down by contact at the 34-yard line. Third and about 3.
You know, Elder Panthers got this guy, big number 71, Kevin Pickett, 6'3", 280-pound senior on offensive line.
Ball is spotted. Scoreboard listed as the 33-yard line, 3rd and 2. 10:35 and counting left. Elder punching the ball up the middle, letting that clock run. Ramsey gives to Schroyer. Schroyer stopped by the line, but rolls out. Picks up about a yard short, though. Spot the ball on the 35-yard line.
David Long on his stop for the Warriors, and looks like they're going to have to punt this one.
Hands team on.
Cameron Barnes, number 3, back to return this punt for the Warriors.
Looking for a fake. Nope, kick is off. Nice high kick, but
nice
short
kick.
Range. Takes kind of a Wintonwood's bounce. Wintonwoods will take over 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line. 9:51 left in the third, plus 12 minutes. Not that long a field to work with. They need to get a score here.
This is where you got a Wintonwoods usually opens the third quarter, plays real tough opening the third quarter. And this is where they're going to need it tonight. Because if they can get a touchdown here, work from there, you know. But right now, we can't have ball getting laid out on the field.
Those Wintonwoods have it in them to beat the Panthers. Roll forward for about no gain. That was Marcus Davis on the carry. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Marcus Davis, I'm sure, is eager to get on the good foot. But it looks like the Panthers are just as intent on keeping him from it. Over her to score, J.P. Harrison, 35.
Lumpkin drops back. Pass. Complete. No. Big hit.
Javante Wright.
Yep, Javante Wright nearly had on his hands, but was knocked out by a big hit.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for the Warriors that he couldn't have just pulled that ball on in, planked
Never
off
even
the palms of his hands.
3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, ball on their own 45-yard line.
So they're going to have to come up with something on this play. Edwards
pitch
in motion,
to Mike Edwards. Edwards cuts, runs north, picks up about 3 yards. Ball is, oh, that's a reverse. Edwards has room. He'll get the first down and
that's
into
McConnell.
Elder territory at the 42-yard line.
So that's number 20, Lionel McConnell.
Yeah.
Looks like Edwards, he gets hit. I don't know if that was a fumble where he popped it right out of his hand and landed in McConnell.
Yeah, that was. It got knocked out.
McConnell jotting on the spot for the Warriors to pick up that first down. Sometimes you can't always be good. Sometimes it's just being lucky.
Yes, sir. So Winton gets a first down. Only their 4th of the game. 8:45 left.
They got trips right with Keeling in the slot over there.
Give Davis up the middle, picks up about 5.
These defenses have been playing Marcus Davis tough the past 3 weeks, even going back to that Heritage Christian game.
Renaissance Christian.
Renaissance Christian.
Lumpkin. Tie up on the handoff.
Warriors,
nothing on it.
Fortunate that that ball wasn't coughed up. You know, that handoff exchange was a little bit weak there. And why cough it up now? There's nothing to be gained at this point.
Yes, sir. 8 minutes.
Looks
left
like
in the third, 16 in the game.
3rd and 4, they got the diesel backfield in there. Big Daniel Cage.
He got a touchdown for himself in the Mason game.
Looks like he's going to be leading somebody through this hole. There's
Davis.
Marcus Davis, but he's shut down.
No. Pick up about half a yard, if any.
These guys are looking for Davis in between the tackles, and they're going to have to do something like pitch it to him or I don't know what, but I know if Marcus Davis gets this ball with an open field enough to make a guy miss, that he's lights out. 4th and 5, so this is fork in the road to stick a fork in a moment here early in the third quarter of this game.
Wintonwood's 9-point deficit, 7:05 left in the third. Christian Lumpkin under center. Whistle. Timeout,
Timeout called,
Winton Woods.
Winton Woods. You know, while they're on this timeout, JP, I just want to mention there was a breast cancer walk on Sunday, October 13th, and Warriors participated in that walk. Juwan Butts, Daniel Cage, DJ Campbell, Mashallah Corbett, Mike Edwards, Noah Listerman, David Long was in there, Chaz Lumpkin, Christian Lumpkin, and Jalen Lumpkin, Michael Moss, Richard Alex Parker, I believe that's Coach Dre's nephew. Daniel Ross was in on that. And I, again, appreciate all the efforts for these guys in the breast cancer walk. Jerome Rowland, Aaron Smith, David Sparks, Demetrius Sewsbury, Darius Thomas, Romaine Watson, Darnell, and Devon Williams. And we'll have to get back to the others after this play.
Lumpkin under center. Flags on the play. Offsides on Elder, and that should be
enough to move the chain.
Maybe. He'll spot it.
Told the
Yep,
chain
and they'll
gang
move
to
the
get
chains.
stepping.
So there's a mistake that gifts Winton Woods a bit of field position. Can Winton Woods capitalize on it?
And this is where, you know, you got your #1 quarterback injured, but there's no reason why Chaz Lumpkin can't bring these guys over the hump.
Lumpkin drops back.
Looking to throw.
Pass out. Incomplete. Dangerously close in the region of #4, Tony Mazza.
Lumpkin taking a big hit on that play from the Elder defender.
2nd and 10. Ball on the Elder 31-yard line. 6:52 remaining in the third.
JP also in on that walk for breast cancer for the Warriors was Brennan Wilson, Zachary Exelis, Shamar Hooks, and Lance Johnson. Thanks again to these guys to support the breast cancer awareness.
Yes, sir. Lumpkin pitch to Mike Edwards. Edwards
Flag.
is turned, flag in. Pickup of about 3, but this could come back.
This is where the Warriors offense needs to focus on what they're doing here, because they may have to settle for a field goal on this drive
Flag
just
is
to make
waved
sure they
off.
get points.
So it'll bring up 3rd and about 7. 3rd and 8, actually. Pick up 2. The ball just on the other side of the 30, on the 29-yard line. Big 3rd down here for the Warriors. Making none of their 3rd down conversions.
Jalen Bradley in
First.
motion.
Lumpkin back to pass. Pass under pressure. Cut. Mike Edwards, 1st down. He's still on his feet, but will go nowhere. Stonewalled inside the red zone. We'll spot them at about the 18-yard line.
Nice protection for him. The offensive line stood up and give him an alley to throw through. And Mike Edwards muscling his way through defenders. Ball's on the 17-yard line, JP.
Yes, sir. 1st and 10 for the Warriors inside the Elder red zone. It's their first red zone chance of the game.
So we'll see what the Warriors come up with for this play. Like to see a good positive
Lumpkin
result.
keeps it right side, picks up about 4.
All right. 4-yard pickup. That's good to get him started on that series.
Winton Woods trying to throw maybe a little variety in the offense instead of just trying to ground it up the middle. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. You got to keep the defense honest.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got your quarterback replacing your starter, but on the other hand, Elder may not have a whole lot of film on Chaz Lumpkin to realize what he is capable of. So that could be the Warriors' advantage here.
Give, Davis up the middle, picks up a first down, sets a 1st and goal. Winton Woods will come from their 8-yard line, or the Elder 8-yard line.
Nice stop by that Elder defender to be able to pull Davis down, because he could have very easily got run over. It looks like that was number 28 on defense.
No, excuse me, 3rd down and 1. Up the middle, Davis. We'll see what the spot is. Looks like it'll be 4th and short. Well,
it looks like it's going to be 4-down territory. They bring in Daniel Cage and Stephon Briggins in there with him. 18-wheeler offense.
Measurement coming up.
That's something you hardly see here, is a chain gang having to actually measure. They usually get these first downs by far. So we look and see.
Set the marker spot and then stretch that chain. And
first
that'll
down.
be a 1st down clearly, even taking into account the angle of our camera. So 1st and goal for Winton Woods. Give credit to Mr. Alex Haupel, the man with the big plan and the handheld camera right there. Right, Johnny on the spot.
Under
I see
center
Mr.
is
Cage in
Lumpkin.
there, don't you? Lumpkin gives to Cage.
Cage got to give.
Picks up about maybe a yard actually on forward progress.
This is where
If a half.
you might as well employ Lumpkin the same way Hooks would do in this situation, and let Lumpkin beat these guys to the edge, and for the whatever 4 yards he needs to get in there. 7 yards.
So 2nd and 7. 2nd and goal, excuse me, from the 7.
So they bring Daniel Cage out from the Diesel offense. Looks like they're going to hand straight give to Marcus Davis here.
Christian pitch to Mike Edwards. Edwards takes it to the house. 7-yard rush. Touchdown, Winton Woods.
All right. Mike Edwards, senior, he wants to see to it that he beats Elder before he graduates, and if that was his contribution, then so be it. Well,
Elder has not really been able to stop that pitch all game, have they?
no, but they've been stopping a lot of other things, so I think they just made up their mind that somebody was going to, oh, that kick is blocked.
Kick is blocked. 13-16 is the score. It's a field goal to tie, a touchdown to win if you're the Warriors. Can the Winton Woods defense hold Elder?
Well, that field goal to tie and touchdown to win, we still have a lot of time left to go, JP. I think it's going to take somebody at least another 2 touchdowns to win this game securely one way or another. Of course,
See a pretty nice crowd up here at Charlie Frederick Stadium. Great facility.
yeah, we got a nice crowd tonight. Still good weather. Later on, next time we visit this facility, hopefully next time we visit this facility, it'll be a lot colder weather then.
Jacob, come, lean, so you can, here, lean out the window. There. Jacob Williams, Jonathan Palmer with you as
Okay, we got to
Jermaine
cover the
Lunsford
game,
gets the
JP.
kickoff. Ball comes out of the receiver's hands.
Look at this.
Didn't see who that is. He'll pick up several more yards, though, out to the 30-yard line, so 70 yards to work with. That was number 9 for Elder. Number 9 being somewhere on my roster, Kyle Orloff.
Yeah, well, Elder comes out here. They realize, I'm sure, that they can protect this guy if he decides to throw that pass. And with the pass protection they're giving this guy, that could lead to difficulties for the War defense.
And we know they can work the clock. Peyton Ramsey in the pistol. Back. Give to Chris Schroyer up the middle. Picks up about 2.5 yards on that before being stopped. And we have a helmet off. The Looks like one of the Warriors' helmets.
You see on the replay, Schroyer runs straight up in there. Takes a lot of hats to put the stop to him.
Aaron Smith's helmet comes off for Winton Woods, so he'll have to sit out the next play per rule. 2nd and 7, 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Ramsey
tries
looking to
to
go
keep it
himself.
up the middle. Has room.
Steps over
He's
tackle.
off. It's going to be a foot race. Mike Edwards tries to come in, and Peyton Ramsey takes it to the house. Elder up 22-13.
Ramsey decided to call his own number on that play. Little quarterback delay right up the middle, and nobody was there. Decent blocking, everybody driven outside. Elder Panthers sitting on a 22-point score, looking to kick this extra point.
And Matt Murray on the XP. Kick is down.
And
Is
that
up
one is good.
and good. Elder up 23-13 with 2:51 left in the third. 10-point spread.
We see Coach Wilson down there, Coach Parker. Looks like Coach Parker's going to need there's that commercial, Coach Parker and the Advil. He's going to need one tonight. Coach Wilson also in there trying to encourage these guys to give it their all. Coach Metz out there, I believe, in the middle of the huddle.
So it's going to be close whether or not Winton Woods gets a home game in the first round, but looking at their availability of points compared to everyone else in the region, I still think they could eke in a 4th place, which would get them a week 1 home game. The truck people are getting a little iffy about that.
Well, you know the truck people, they make it possible for us to do these games,
Exactly,
JP.
so we argue with them because we care. Cameron Barnes picks it up. He has room. He'll get a slot. He's free up to the 31-yard line.
Well, Elder on offense made a quick score. I don't know how many seconds that drive lasted, but it wasn't very long. I think it was, about a 4 or 5 play drive maybe? So the Warriors are going to have to figure out a way with 2:42 left to go in the third quarter, down by 10 points. They're going to need to come up with some fast scores of their own here.
2:42 left. As I've just mentioned to Tony in the truck, I'm arguing with him in my spare time, even though he hasn't paid. 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Winton Woods up. Marcus Davis up the middle, forward for about 8 yards. He decided to trip over someone and take flight.
Yeah, that's Marcus Davis. When he gets the ball, he's made up his mind. He's going for it. He's not worried about trying to get fancy.
Ball spotted at the 36-yard line, so it was a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6, 2:18 and counting left in this third period of play.
We got number 88, Zach Exelis, splitting out far right. It looks like he's that tall type of receiver that they may want to go jump ball with him against this Elder defender out there. Cross
Yeah,
ball.
Lionel McConnell. McConnell stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Panther defense, you got to give them credit. They seen that cross buck, and they guessed right about when it was going to come, and they got it. And that's about the only other play that looks much different than anything else that they're going to run.
3rd and 6 on the 36-yard line.
So this is looking like a place where you're going to have to throw it up and let your athlete make a play.
Lumpkin takes the snap from under center. Pass. That's deflected. Caught by Lionel McConnell at the first down marker. And looks like they will give it the first down. Ball caught on the 42-yard line.
You know, quietly, Lionel McConnell is having a good game for the Warriors. Might have to send somebody over to Kroger's across the street, get him a turkey drumstick for his efforts. And that what John Madden awards these guys?
So 1:14 left in the period. Winton Woods, 2 timeouts left. Elder with all 3. 10-point deficit for the Warriors. But I tell you, no one's leaving just yet.
Well, and there's no need to leave just yet. I mean, where are you going to go? It's Friday night.
B-dubs.
Where?
B-dubs.
Oh, I thought you said bingo.
No. Some might.
Bingo.
Go to bed. Got work early in the morning.
Oh, man, you love going to work early in the morning,
Yes,
JP.
I do. Lumpkin under center. Give to Davis. Davis has a hold. Picks up about 5 yards. They'll spot him at about the 47-yard line.
They're going to have to fake a give to Davis in there. Pull it out of his stomach.
45
let
seconds
run
left.
around and get what he can.
Enough time for another play.
You know, this is, you know, they're like 25 miles from home as far as the season. And this last 25 miles on these trips, you got to stay awake, still stay alert.
Yep. Up the middle, no gain.
No gain. Elder defense definitely has
tried to
done their
keep it.
homework.
Bring up 3rd and 5. And looks like that may be the end mark of our 3rd period. Under 10 seconds left. And that'll do it for 3 periods. After 3, Elder Panthers from the GCL South 23 and the Independent Winton Woods Warriors 13. 12 minutes of football for the Warriors to break out of that 10-point deficit into a lead.
Well,
What do you got, Jacob? Set us up.
I can only set you up by saying in this 12 minutes of football, they got to play keep away from Elder for one, and don't let them have it much or anymore. And then they got to figure out a way to come up with 10 points, preferably 2 touchdowns. They're capable of doing it, don't get me wrong, JP. These are the Winton Woods Warriors. You're Winton Woods Warriors. You're an alum of Winton Woods here.
But I'm unbiased when I'm on the play-by-play.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But really,
At least I play one on TV.
I think it's still up to the offensive line of Winton Woods to find a way to get this pedal to the metal. You know, because I know Marcus Davis is probably frustrated because he knows what he's capable of bringing to the table. But they just got to find a different way to get the ball in his hand.
Isn't it a case of everyone else needs to step up because there is no iron team, to use the cliche? Lumpkin under center. Pitch to Edwards. Edwards cuts north. He's got room. He'll be just around the 1st down mark. He stays on his feet. I think he's got it.
Should have the 1st down.
Switches into Elder territory. Looks like they'll mark him right around the 46-yard line on the 1st down.
You know, I don't know what was said at halftime to these players, but again, after a while, at this point in the season, it's up to the players to motivate themselves. Really,
Yeah.
they know where they're
that's where your senior leadership's got to step in.
They're on the cusp of a big season. But you know, one thing I'll say, JP, the year they won state back in 2009, the offensive line was totally interchangeable. Nobody would line up in the same position twice in a row.
Lumpkin keeps, rolls forward, stays on his feet,
Steps out
misses
of
a
a
shoestring tackle. Looks like he'll be just around the 1st down marker.
Yeah, well, there's no flag going to be thrown on that play in this situation. Lumpkin did a good job
Misses a tackle from number 6, Michael Bailey.
to get that guy to miss out there in the open field. Made it possible for him to move those chains.
1st down, Winton Woods. 11:25. The drive is on. Will it stall or will it succeed? Pick an S.
Well, they're going to have to pick an S of scoring. That's the S they need. Connell in
Lumpkin
motion.
gives to Davis. Davis rolls forward for about a yard. Up to the 41-yard line of Elder. 2nd and 9 with 11:15 and counting remaining.
Well, if they keep waiting, bunching up the middle, waiting for Davis on that, he needs to pull it out of his stomach and run around inward in himself. Jalen Lumpkin, number 24, he hasn't been asked to do much tonight. I'm sure he's eager and willing to if they give him a chance.
10:50 now left. Lumpkin under center, Davis in the fullback. Keeps it, rolls to his left, pass, complete to number 4, Marcus Davis. Davis has the first down into the red zone.
That's what they need, though. You see, get Davis the ball out there away from all that crowd. Picking up good yards, nice throw, nice catch, Davis.
Ball spotted on the 18-yard line. 1st and 10, Winton Woods, 10.5 left in regulation. The crew is already starting to say the word that shall not be mentioned.
No,
Davis powers up the middle, picks up 3.
Okay, so now they're still looking for Davis, and I'd still like to see someone else getting the ball on it, maybe even a jet sweep. There's Elder is just stacking up the middle, waiting, and these guys are sure tacklers. Not going to be the arm tackles getting run out of with this Elder defense, JP.
Yes, sir. Under 10 minutes to go. Lumpkin, back to pass. Dropped through the hands of Lionel McConnell.
Once the Warriors won that, here we see on replay, McConnell, no one ran out there with them, and
3rd and 7, excuse me.
3rd and 7, they need some yards on this play. Because I don't want to see, this is where they need a touchdown. They don't need a field goal attempt here at this particular time. You need 6.
Is this getting into the time of an onside kick if you do get to have a kickoff?
Kicks Edwards in motion.
Pitch to Edwards. Edwards needs to turn the corner. He does. He'll be run out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Edwards gets a block.
Picks up about 4.
Number 88, Zach Exelis, gives him a nice block to get that edge. And this game really, not that many penalties, and I don't want to jinx it, but not that many penalties in this game.
Timeout, Winton Woods. It's their second. 1 left with 9:35 left in this titanic struggle.
Winton Woods in a position where they got to do all they can to avoid the script of a Starkist Tuna commercial here. They don't want to have no two-game losing streak this late in the season going near the playoffs.
Definitely.
But you know, like I said earlier, the year they won this whole thing in 2009, that offensive line, they all played interchangeable parts. I think the only one who played the same position all the time was at center. But other than that, they break the huddle. The guy who was right tackle on the previous play is now left guard. You know, left tackles that moved over to right tackle. And the defense really, it gave them fits because they didn't know who they were going to be blocking assignment-wise. Coach Dre, look at him.
Final 2 regular season games for Waycross, by the way. Harrison at Northwest Week 9 and Mount Healthy at Northwest Week 10. 2 big games.
Yeah, and we haven't been to Northwest yet this year. I don't know what condition their playing field is in. Sometimes that's a question mark.
Yes, sir. Mix-up handoff between Cage and Lumpkin. Turnover on downs. Mistake that was not at all needed or wanted.
Yeah, see, Cage and he had to mix up with Lumpkin. And, you know, Cage wasn't supposed to be getting that ball.
So, you know, back to mentioning the playoff situation. We know that Northwest or Mount Healthy have a loss left. So there's no way either of those teams gets away with winning out the rest of the season as Elder tries to roll, and they're just stuffed. Elder, I think, will just look to run the clock like they have.
Oh, yeah, but don't think they're just going to hand this guy the ball. This guy is still a threat to throw.
Yes.
Again, they're protecting him. The biggest thing the Warriors could do is try to get this guy to throw so they can possibly get a sack.
9 minutes remaining in this struggle.
So you can see that Elder on defense made up their mind that Marcus Davis wasn't going to be the guy beating them tonight.
Only been an hour and 50 minutes since
There's
the game
Peyton
started.
Ramsey again.
Ramsey through, and he'll scamper out of bounds up to the 40 or 34-yard line. Excuse me.
Look at this. This guy's threading his way. I mean, running right.
And a
through
flag on the
everybody.
play. Looks like we're going back.
You know, maybe that's why he was able to bust it loose like that.
Yep, and it is coming back. So what became a first down play has become a loss.
Yeah, there's Coach Wilson admonishing his guys to get on the case. You know, actually, JP, Elder has more penalty yards in this game than Winton Woods does.
But they've got the important stat in their favor.
That's right.
2nd and 11. Now ball's being moved back even more. Looks like they may have had a mistaken mark off. Ball deep inside the 10-yard line. Ball spotted at the 7-yard line.
See, this is where you try to make this happen on defense.
For safety.
Yeah, I mean, somebody on defense needs to come up, you know. Elder's probably going to just try to hand the ball straight north or south on the give.
2nd and 16 for the Panthers on their own 6-yard line. Ramsey keeps it, has a lane on the left side, picks up a few yards. He'll be down at about the 11-yard line.
And Ramsey demonstrating that he could do whatever he needs to do with the ball, be it handoff, throw, or run it himself. And, you know, that's a sophomore playing with ice water in his veins right there.
Peyton Ramsey, 6'2", 180. Sophomore, having 2 years after this.
Here's the Warrior defense, needs to make a stand here.
Ramsey keeps, has room, but he'll be stopped at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, see, this Ramsey, he's
Third,
getting,
4th and about 12 coming up.
Ramsey's getting frisky now. You can see he's wanting to run that ball every chance he gets.
And Elder looks to punt away. Cameron Barnes will set up deep to receive. Chance for a good field position for Winton Woods.
This is where you execute this punt return by running north and south. Don't need no fancy running all over the place.
Bounce picked up at about the 47-yard line. Winton Woods takes over in Elder territory. 1st and 10 with 7:20 left. Gotta hurry up.
Well,
But gotta play mistake-free at the same time.
that's right. You have to.
Mistakes killed them in the Loveland game. Mistakes sent the Lakota West game to overtime. Mistakes let Thurgood nearly win in week 5.
Well, JP, you know, that's your home team. You gotta hang in there with them. I
Hey,
mean,
I'm a realist, man.
you're a realist. Now there you go again. This and that about the team blemishes. Here we
Give
go.
to Edwards. Edwards thinks, turns, needs to make the corner. He does. Taken out of bounds with a big hit. Picks up about 3 on that play, up to the 43-yard line.
Very little gain, although he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. 7:12 left to go in the game. Man, JP, I bet you if you was married to Jessica Simpson, you'd complain about her showing up with the wrong kind of
Write that
tuna.
down. You write that down.
You'd say, you brought chicken to the sea and I'm looking for Star Kids.
I don't like tuna. I'm not a tuna fan. Give me steak.
Well, see, in Catholic school, they didn't have steak on Fridays. It was
No.
always tuna.
Lumpkin back to pass. Pass.
That looks like
Is that intended for Jalen Lumpkin? Incomplete.
Jalen Lumpkin had to stop, put on the brakes a little bit there, slid, and fortunately couldn't come up with this ball.
3rd and 8 for the Warriors. Need a score here.
Oh, I've seen games where Jalen Lumpkin will get a lot of jet sweep plays. They haven't tried that with him tonight because they need somebody to get outside here.
Absolutely.
Looks like he's going to be throwing on this down.
Lumpkin, back, keeps, rolls to his left, has room, deep, thrown away.
Really?
4th and 8.
And he could have made something out of that. A flag on the play here. We'll have to see what that sorts out is.
Holding on Winton Woods.
See, we got Therese Curtis on the sideline trying to keep that knee limber, that meniscus. It's pretty good, though. When I had my meniscus done, I wasn't looking that good that soon.
Fourth and a lot, or 3rd and a lot, excuse me, after the holding penalty.
They're going to have to circle the canoes or something here. The next 2 weeks of the season, you know, they're going to have to hand
3rd and 18.
Anderson and Glenesky their head to feel good enough about themselves to continue in this playoff.
So Winton Woods back into their own territory on their own 46 with 3rd and 18. And this is, I'm going to say, an obvious passing down. Lumpkin sets up under center.
The Elders bringing the house.
Twins right. Lumpkin back under pressure, sacked by number 46, which is 46 is Chris Collins.
6'1", 200-pound senior. Warriors gonna have to punt this ball away.
Yep, so hands team coming on. There you see the Elder Panther band. Winton Woods looking on for their 2nd consecutive loss.
JP, does that computer of yours know any scores in the area?
Nah. I haven't looked. I've been focused on the game too much. Lumpkin, kick.
Nice looking kick.
Good
fair
kick.
catch called for.
Caught at the 36-yard line.
6:09 left to go in the game. Elder Panthers will take over on their own 27-yard line. You see Coach Parker, the body language being exhibited by him. Doesn't look like he's too comfortable with the situation in this game. There's to give to Schroyer again. Tucks his shoulder in there, but hats on the Warrior defense are waiting for him.
So with 2nd and about 9 left, with just under 6 minutes left in the game.
It's like Elder's gonna send this big number 67 in the game. Evan Condra, 6'4", 230-pound junior.
Up the middle.
Schroyer wrapped up in the backfield, was able to muscle his way to the line of scrimmage there. No gain on the play.
Got a score from the early in the 3rd quarter. Loveland 49, Walnut Hills 6.
Okay. Loveland what now?
Loveland 49, the opponent 6.
Yeah, see, this is where other teams are starting to know your identity better than you know it. So
yes, sir.
You're going to have to come up with some new wrinkles, put some different stuff in film. You know, some of these other guys on the team can prove their worth. If you just let them, I'm sure they will. There's Ramsey again stepping out of a tackle. Stays in bounds, keeps that clock running at 4:39 left to go in the game.
Our final 2 weeks of the regular season will have Northwest being challenged. by first Harrison. And then the final week, Mount Healthy, which will decide who's ahead of the other in the Harbin points, most certainly.
Yeah, well, Harrison is, again, a team you can throw out their record with, no matter who they play. There's no telling what they'll do. And that's one of the reasons why the last game on the Warriors schedule against Glen Estee.
Winton Woods takes their last time out. Got a score out of Little Miami. Third quarter, Northwest 35, Little Miami 7. Glen Estee 28, Anderson 0 was the halftime score.
That's what I mean.
Harrison 21, Ross 0. Let's see. Punt coming up for
Mike Edwards back to receive this low kick.
Elder.
It's going to hit and bounce right into his arms.
It's
and
Cameron Barnes actually.
First and second.
Barnes has room. He's got
blocked.
one to beat. Gets the cut, but gets tripped up. Down at the 38-yard line. Lakota West 45, Princeton 0 at the end of 3. So that'll help Winton Woods. Coleraine 49, Mason 7. Oak Hills 24, Middletown 13.
Middletown, I'll tell you, Coach E up there in Middletown is having a rough go of it this year. His middies, they've turned his middies into McHale's Navy up there this year, JP.
So, Winton Woods offense to try and put another score on the board with 4:16 left. Now, if they can pull this off here, that would be something. But if we're basing it off of earlier performance,
they haven't given Elder enough to think about.
Pass.
But
Caught by Mike Edwards. Edwards on his feet, trying to break out of shoestring tackle. He'll pick up another yard. That pass picked up about 20. And he's down at a flag.
Oh, this chippy stuff. Yeah, and
Edwards is down.
That over.
And our handheld operator reporting that Mr. Edwards has torqued his ankle.
You can see that coming. That's one of those plays, you're not going to go anywhere, just get down. And that's why his ankle's twisted right now. That could be even in his hamstring a little bit. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but
Edwards tries to sit up, but you can tell he's in pain.
Yeah, and for what he stood to gain from all that extra fighting, it was.
See if the referee's going to signal this. Personal foul against Elder, so it'll be 15 yards from the spot of the foul.
It might be half the distance from where it was.
Edwards hobbling off, but under his own power, unaided. So personal foul called against Elder.
Here's a replay.
That will take it from the 19. Here's a look at this.
Lumpkin looking for him all the way.
Spotted just inside the 10-yard line.
Somebody actually might have deflected that ball. Edwards' concentration held up, and that's where once he's in the grass, he just gets down and
give to Davis. Davis picks up about 2-3 yards.
3:50 left to go in the game. It's just the Elder defense is waiting for Marcus Davis tonight going in between the tackles.
Yes, sir. 3:30.
Guys are letting this clock. What's going on? They don't have any more timeouts left.
It's not a point to spike the ball, is it?
They don't need to do that.
Lumpkin keeps, rolls right. Christian Lumpkin will be just short. First and goal on the 2-yard line.
Yeah, this is where they need to get up there to the line and get this play off.
And we have something happening.
Here we go.
Up the middle, Lumpkin turns right, no gain. Ball's loose, but whistle down. Third and goal from the 3.
Okay, so this is where looks like number 50, Oliver Contreras in the game, 5'9", 204-pound senior. They got Daniel Cage in the backfield, and it's like a timeout being called.
Officials discussing something. Winding the clock.
See, with this backfield arrangement, Elder Panthers know where this ball is going, and
Yes, sir.
they're waiting for it.
Lumpkin gives to Davis. Davis goes forward, and he'll be short. And that is a turnover on downs. Elder will have the ball on their own 2-yard line with 2:16 left. Winton Woods cannot stop the clock, and this looks like Elder's ball game.
Well, with 2:16 left to go, the Elder Panthers come in here, Division I power that they are, showing that even though they had some concerns about the Warrior defense, they were able to focus, get a good team effort from their players, and live to face other opponents in the GCL, possibly the GMC.
So 2:16 left. Bad snap! And will this be a safety? Or no, will this be a touchdown? What's going to happen? Ball's loose. Winton Woods touchdown! Winton Woods touchdown with 2:07 left. Elder mistake. Who had it? Edwards is back in as we see. And we have a Warrior down in the end zone. He is getting back up.
That's David Sparks.
And as soon as you think the game's over, look at what happens. Now, onside kick. You have to.
Oh, yeah, you have to onside kick this. And then to Elder, I don't understand why you would be in a shotgun. Why don't you get under center with that ball? We see
all you have to do is get a first down.
That's what I mean, but we seen a Finneytown game in like this kind of funny one-year situation.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, like just get under center and take the snap.
Kick is up, blocked.
Blocked.
So
they need a touchdown.
23-19. Look for the onside kick. Let's remind ourselves of the onside kick rule. The ball must first travel 10 yards or go off of one of the receiving team. If it goes off the receiving team, the ball's live. Mr. Suarez, our captain in the truck, his way of wanting to do an onside kick, pick someone that's right in front of you on the receiving team and kick it straight at him, bounce it off his chest.
Well,
And hope it bounces straight into your hands.
the way they need to do this onside kick, since they're struggling so much getting yardage, is try to get this ball over their first line of hands guys and back a little bit. So if they do recover, they got some of the distance to the goal line covered, because if they're going to have a hard time marching this ball 40-some yards, 40 yards if
Let's
the
see
way
which
it looks
side
in.
everyone lines up on.
I mean, it's just the last 3 weeks now. I've been seeing these opponents have done their homework and they know what to expect with Marcus Davis, and basically
You try to kick left.
Here we go.
Squib caught by Elder. So that'll do it unless Winton Woods can force a turnover. 2:06 left. Elder needs to just punch it up the middle and get a first down. They need one first down.
They don't even really need that.
They probably don't.
They need to
Not make a
maintain
mistake.
possession of the ball
Yes.
and not fumble. That's all they need to do.
So ball spotted on the Winton Woods 39-yard line. 49-yard line, excuse me.
Of course, we see the Winton Woods band, Warrior Nation down there trying to maintain their hopes to the bitter end of this with 2:06 left to go. Here they go again, back there, pistol formation.
Give
Givers
up
the
the middle.
Warrior.
That runs about 4 seconds off the clock before the play is blown dead. No gain. 2nd and 10.
I'll tell you something else. You see that flag, how it's picked up since the beginning of the game?
Yes, sir.
In November,
It's going to be a cold.
it's going to be windy. I mean, that flag in this field in November, you're not going to be able to depend on a field goal.
No. Minute 30. Elder not in any rush, as they don't need to be. I think that woke Elder up for that mistake.
It did. Shorter in
for a
there
loss.
again, but War defenders, looks
Loss of
like
2.
Elder brought just enough to make this a successful campaign tonight against the Warriors.
Yes, sir. Both teams leaving things on the table, though.
Oh, yeah.
Wintonwood's leaving just a little more. It was always going to be a tough ask for Wintonwoods to beat Elder.
I think the biggest thing the Warriors have to work on in the weeks to come is their practices. Getting the guys refocused, you know, back in that mode of be who you can be.
Peyton Ramsey, back in the pistol. Give. Up the middle. And taken down. Fourth. And a bit. Under 30 seconds left.
JP, even
they'll have to run this last play.
Even the year, JP, when they won state, they had 2 losses on their record day.
Yes.
But the difference is they went into the playoffs.
So that'll be it. Sorry, finish your point.
Well, I mean, you got it, JP.
Okay. So time will expire on this game in a titanic struggle. But the Winton Woods Warriors give up their second loss, fall to 6-2. They lose 23-19 to the Elder Panthers. Coming up next for Elder, battle hosting Highlands, and they'll finish the season at LaSalle. Winton Woods will finish at Anderson on Thursday, October 25th, and they will finish the season at home senior night, November 1st, against Glen Estey. Your final thoughts, Jacob?
My final thoughts are the Warriors are having a successful season by a lot of people's standards, maybe not by their own. But that being said, they're still in position to settle this thing down, play some serious ball, have some hard practices, and fight their way through this midseason slump.
Still a chance for a home game in the first round of the playoffs. Basically, the top 4 will probably be a combination of Loveland, Northwest, Mount Healthy, and Winton Woods. So it'll be up to week 10 before we find out who has the home game. They've clinched the playoff spot. They may have to travel. They may host at home. I'd like to thank you all for joining us. Thanks to the volunteer crew here at Waycross Community Media. Tony Suarez, our man with the big plan in the truck. If you'd like to get involved, hey, we're coming to the end of the fall sports season, but we've got plenty of school concerts, plenty of basketball, wrestling, and more coming up in the winter. And plus, we've got the whole spring and the whole summer. Lots of stuff for you to do. Give us a call, 825-2429. Check us out online, www.waycross.tv. Twitter, @Waycross is the handle, and on Facebook, @Waycross Info. Thank you for joining us once again. Your final score, Elder Panthers 23, Winton Woods Warriors 19. For Jacob Williams and all the rest of them, John Palmer, so long, everyone.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv. The Waycross Community Media Archive has community events, sports, civic and school concerts spanning over 3 decades. To order any production from Waycross, visit www.waycross.tv or call 513-825-2429.